Okay, Grow Garden has a serious problem, and a lot of you might be confusing exactly what am I talking about. We're going to exactly dive into that. So now, if you look at the thumbnail, you can see that there are bacon accounts. Now, you're probably thinking I'm talking about bots. If you go over to the Grow Garden page, you can see there's about 2 million players. You know, not really much. Okay, so basically, you know, on June 14th, Grow Garden shattered the world record of the most concurrent players in a single Roblox game. That was set, you know, simultaneously. Basically, Fortnite had like 14.3 million current players during one of its live game concert events. I was there and the game was pretty laggy, but when I found that out, Roblox Grow Garden had like 16 million players and it was increasing each day. But as I was thinking it deeper, I realized that there were some thoughts that came to my head. You know, I'm not pulling this straight out of my butt. I'm actually really being serious about this. And I'm not trying to, you know, ruin the world shatter record because I don't think bots technically count as, you know, real players. But supposedly, I do believe that the 60 million players was actually not at all. If anything, there were probably 8 to 7 million players at the time. Probably about 1 million or 500k players were doing the alt account method, creating 10, 20 web pages of Roblox just to get this cooked out and, you know, sell it for money. There are, you know, what supposedly I'm talking about is if you head over to the Roblox page, you'll notice that there are some weird things happening. If you go over to the server list, hold up, sorry, that's my bad on that part. Head over to the server list over here. You'll notice that there are a little bit of these weird accounts. Now, some of you are MMC fans that are aware of me that I do talk about a lot of bot situations. These are bots. All these accounts. This is a bot server. This is probably half a bot server. That's a bot server. This is a bot server. So all these accounts that had noob like avatars, these are bots. Bacons, female bacons, these weird accounts, and these bald guys over here that with gray skin. These are all bot accounts. And a lot of people don't know that half of the Grow Garden community is practically bots. So the 2 million players, these are not actually players. I say about 1 million actual players are playing and another 1 million are bots. It's practically just bots. This whole game is run by bots. Simultaneously, there are just bots in each server, practically. That's bots. It's insane how as more I go down, there are even more of these noob accounts. These are all bots. Most of you are probably confused, where am I going with this? Why does Grow Garden have a serious problem? I'm here to talk about the 60 million players June 14th event. During the you know, June 14th, there was a crafting update. It was a live stream basically where the admins or Jandal himself was doing a bunch of admin events, and basically you had to be playing during 7 a.m. That's when the update was going to drop. So those that were playing around 6 o'clock and played till 7 a.m., they were basically receiving cooked owls. We actually got 2 of them, by the way. We got a large one and a medium. A lot of players in the community were shocked that 16 million players were playing Grow Garden. Not to mention, this was the like highest unexpected amount of players that were playing on any game. This is basically a world record shattering here. But I'm kind of here to tell you that there was not actually 16 million players playing. So I did the math here. It took a while, but supposedly there were about 1 million. Like, okay, think of Brookhaven. There's always 500k players, right? Times that by 2, that's 1 million players. So there was about 1 million or 500k players that were doing this alt account method. They were opening like maybe 5 to 10 Roblox tabs just to receive the mini cook owls that they want, because usually they're gonna sell it or try to trade it for like big profit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the math here and you know, basically tell you exactly what I'm talking about. So there are like 2 million players at the current moment, and like half of them are bots. But supposedly there were 16 million players during this event, and obviously, you know, that's a lot of zeros. That's a game record shattering right there. But I'm gonna say at least half of the players that were playing were about 8 million players. So it's around 8 to 9 million players that there were actual people. So where am I exactly going with this? I'm going to say half the game was actual players and the other half were bot accounts. That was basically how it was going. Now, I hate to be the guy that, you know, thinks that there wasn't actually a world record. There might actually never been. Now, we could just say that 16 million accounts were playing. Actual players, no. The actual thing is that there were people doing this. I saw a YouTuber who opened like 30 to 40 Roblox pages, web pages. Basically, let's say that this is a, you know, web page. You may notice my screen shaking right here. That's one, and they have to duplicate more and more with, you know, different noob accounts just to obtain this cooked owl, and there were a lot of people doing it. I seen it all over social media. It was just players doing it simultaneously. They had 10 to 20 web pages open, but I think it was just probably only 10 pages himself. But supposedly, that's Girl Garden's biggest problem. I don't think that they did shatter the world record player. They did shatter amount of accounts that were in it, but I do believe that nearly almost half the player count was bots. And yeah, I am sorry, Jandal, if you're watching this. It is kind of a bummer to really point this out. Anyway, this is all for this video. Hope you guys did not enjoy this. I really don't think I enjoy making a video like this. But if you guys want to see more Girl Garden videos like this, make sure to subscribe, and bye-bye.